Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to another day of my day trading extravaganza where I'm learning how to day trade and I'm using technical analysis to make my conclusions about the market and then, place my trades accordingly. Today I was up $36.24 and right now it's only $9.23. I think I was trading in all for about half an hour today, which is great. I'll take, $36 in half an hour. And maybe something to address before we move into the exact trades of the day is, we're looking at the last 4 days of trading, all of them green, mind you, and they're not big winners. I mean, you're looking at $36, $34, $32, $42, which you add those up and you get $130 or something like that, and you're like, oh my goodness, there's people online making thousands of dollars in a day. Wonderful for them. And I'm trying to learn their strategies. But what I'm finding is I feel most confident in the things I'm seeing in the market. And so right now in my trading sort of career, where I'm at with trading is I feel I'm most profitable when I'm most confident. And so by learning these strategies, by not over trading and upping my share size to crazy amounts where I'm taking those huge swings, I'm feeling more confident so that maybe in a month from now, or 2 months from now, or even a year from now, I can up my share size and have confidence that I'll be able to scale this as an income. Right now, I see this sort of as a side hustle, as sort of a side job. You could go work somewhere for 3 hours and get paid $10 an hour, and you'd be making $36, right? But for me, to do that in half an hour, from my desk while I'm learning, I'm investing in my education of the markets, and the stock market is not going anywhere, so this is a lifelong thing. If I can do that, if I can learn a system and be profitable in that system, then again, it's just share size. You just increase your share size to increase the amount of money you want to make. And so for me, that's exciting, and my grand plan is to sort of stack incomes upon incomes and move on with other things after I have this day trading thing down to where I want it to be. So anyway, just needed to address that because I get down on myself. I'm like, oh my goodness, I'm not making this thousands of dollars in a day like some of these other people are. But when I come back to, okay, just hit a base hit today and a base hit tomorrow and be consistent, keep stacking up those green days, that's what I want to do, and that's what I am doing. So really excited about that. Let's dive into the trades right now so you can see what I am doing here. I'm just going to minimize this window here and let's look at this. So this is let's do the winning trade first. I had two different trades that happened here, so let's do these winning trades first on the SPY ETF, and then I'll show you the trades on the other stocks that just whatever. Okay, so let's look at this. Now we're looking at the SPY, which is again the ETF of the S&P 500, and the first thing I did when I sat down this morning was I drew in a trend line from overnight. And so I drew in this trend line from the low. You can see it here at 282.72. And I drew that to bounce off here, 1, 2, 3, kind of 4, and then we started to have the trading day. So we had 4 bounces along that trend line leading into the trading day. Now let's look at what happened. Now up here is the 5-minute chart. Right here is the 1-minute chart. So keep that in mind when we're looking at this. We have right away at the beginning of the trading day, we shot up, and this caused a lot of separation between the VWAP, which is this purple line, and then the exponential moving average, which is this blue line. And so when I saw that, I was trading the other stocks, but I had this open in a window, and I got interested in what was going on here. Because look at this spread. I mean, you're seeing, 288 to 287. It's about $1.50 or $1.60 spread right there in the 5-minute chart, which you can see on the 1-minute chart. That's, it's pretty volatile when you talk about what I've seen in the SPY ETF. So we went up and down, bounced off this again, up and down, and notice how we're touching on and actually breaking through this exponential moving average and this VWAP. Now once we broke up on this move at about 837, it showed some serious strength. We came back down, touched the VWAP, the moving average, and then shot back up again. Now when I kept seeing this return to the moving average, I thought, great, this is wonderful. This is kind of that first strategy that I started day trading with, was a reversion to the mean, or a reversion to that moving average. And so I thought, all right, I'm going to keep watching it. If it keeps following this pattern, maybe there's going to be an opportunity. And so the opportunity came when we got overextended. Got overextended here, and then we came back down, and it kind of was consolidating around here, and then it moved up just a tad, right? So we have higher lows put in here, but not crazy higher highs, or no higher highs actually. But so here we are. So I said, okay, well, we're probably going to move lower and touch the VWAP off of this, because it's just finding a lot of resistance moving higher, and that's where I shorted. Now this was not a great trade, so I only did 100 shares, but it did play out well because I placed my orders well. So I placed my order up here for a short because I was having trouble getting above this level, and then it broke down, and then I shorted this candle here, and it was just a quick scalp, boom. On the 5-minute chart, this is what it looked like. But it was just a quick scalp, playing it, falling back to the VWAP. Because it wasn't showing like it was going to break up off of the moving average or down off the moving average, it was already touching the moving average for these three. I was like, all right, it's going to break one way or the other. I mean, I got lucky, but if we're going to say that it was an estimated guess, the guess would be that it would return to the VWAP. So it did, and made some money. All right, that wasn't the best trade of the day. The best trade of the day for me came once we shot back up through this resistance level. And at this resistance level, it was having trouble maintaining that. It came back up, and then it had trouble staying there for 1, 2, 3, and then started falling back down. So I held off. I was going to put a long position on it, but I said, no, I'm going to wait at above 289. So I actually put something in about 289.05 here to see if it reaches that point. Then I'll scalp it up to about 230 or something, because it's showing real strength, like this is going to move upwards. Well, that did not happen. It came back down, and so once it broke through the moving average here on the 1-minute chart, I thought, all right, well, I am going to short this back to the VWAP again, and I ended up shorting it back to the VWAP, and that's exactly what happened. It showed that it wanted to move back to the VWAP, and I got out of it down here about 288. So I shorted it from like 288.6 once it confirmed below the moving average, and then back to 288.28. This is an interesting move. If this is going to break through that trend line, well, anyway, I'll continue talking. This is, it's going to be interesting to see if this goes up through this trend line back on the top side of it, or if it stays below that trend line. I could see it falling from here, but who knows? Anyway, this on this move, this was the move that went below the VWAP, and then it continued through this trend line, came back up to test it once, twice, 3, 4, and then it shot down. And then from this point, you can see that we're seeing some strength going up, and now we're at this trend line again. And so we're going to see whether or not this is going to move up through that trend line, or if it's going to stay on the bottom of this trend line. If this stays on the bottom of it, and we'll see real soon here, maybe even while I'm still talking, if this is going to show this weakness of not being able to break through this trend line, then when we zoom out in the rest of the market, it means that there's some momentum to the bear side of the market, is what that would mean. So we'll see where that goes. I'm going to try to forget about that's happening right now, so I don't make a mistake and overtrade. Okay, let's look at IO. This was another winner. So up $30 on this one, and we'll pull up a chart here. This was interesting because this was again a strategy that I do not ever use, but except to lose money, because I've done it a few times and lost money. But this is Ross Cameron's strategy over at Warrior Trading. I feel like I'm giving him tons of plugs, but seems like a good guy, so that's all right. It shot up right away at the beginning because this was a gapper. You can notice it's up 93%, so this one is shooting up. Now, I was not going to chase this upward because I've seen in the first minute of trading, I've seen so many volatile stocks that I didn't want to do this again and chase a stock upward. Instead, what I did was I waited just a little bit longer and then I chased it upward. And if I can get a 1 minute chart here, I'll show you what that looked like. Yeah, see, so it consolidated. It shot up to about 410, 415, and then sort of was range bound here. And yeah, it made a new high at 429, came back down to 385, back up, back down. And so when I saw this finding support here at 384 once, twice, 3 times, that's when I said, all right, I'll take a long position. So I entered a long position for the break over $4 at 405, broke through $4, shot up to 429. I adjusted my stop, the whole way, and was able to get out on this pull on a pullback within this candle. It did top out at 436, so that was a wonderful little bit there. So that was my $30 kind of scalp trade there. And then the last trade that we have was Pixie. And this was an interesting loss of $68 because if I would have held longer, maybe I would have made some money. But overnight I was looking at a high of $8.19. And so what I did was I played it off of the we came back below. We opened right here, shot up, came back down below the VWAP, and so I thought that because this had come back up above the VWAP that it was showing strength. Well, it wasn't. It didn't hold, and kept precipitously going down. There was also a huge spread on this, so because this was jumping, it had lower volume, and because it didn't have, only 13,000 shares of volume traded in this 1 minute, which is low for what you want. Let's look over here. This is 3 times that much traded in this candle. But anyway, I'm not really good at this strategy and trading those really low volatile, and then it transitions to high volatile as people start to see what's going on. So this was jumping all over. I was down $100 right away. I said, I'm just done with this, and I put my stop in if it made a lower low. It did make a lower low at $6.95, and I was done with out $68. So all in all today, $36.24. That is where it stands right now, and I'm happy with that. Again, this is a green day, and I will take green days because this is a side hustle that, to publish these videos for you and to do the trading, it takes me about an hour and a half, which is perfect because I only have about an hour and a half in the morning before my wife needs to take over the office and do her job, and I get to go hang out with the kids and go for a walk. So it's not a bad deal, And again, as I mentioned at the beginning, it's scalable, and that's what I'm interested in, is trying to scale this. It's getting so tempting to trade right here. This weakness. Let's just watch this together. Here we go. Boom. There it goes. There it goes. Boom. Yep. We'll see what happens. Come back up and then come back down. Who knows? But this is good. This is a good. This is weakness in the market. At least we have a defined direction. So very interesting. Had I been able to trade longer, if I was trading all day today and I didn't have to leave my office, maybe this would have been a trade that I would have taken because of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 attempts. But who knows? We'll see. Live to fight another day. Hope you guys have a great day today. Make sure you hit the like button. Be productive today, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.